out where the oaks cast long shadows at dusk, in a town too small to claim. She laughed under the porch light flickering rust as the prairie sang her name. We danced past the midnight while the coyotes cried, her scarf catching the moon's soft sighs. But the dawn came riding hard from the east, and that long ride closed her eyes. And now the wind whispers low through the saddle I bear, and the cabins creak with old desires. Every gravel road a memory, every sunset a tear, since that long ride closed her eyes. Years have their way of changing a man. The trails once bright, now gray. That porch stands quiet, no more laughs in the span. Only silence holds sway. The dust settles thick where her boots left a trace. Echoes of laughter, the ghost of her grace. Rain falls like mercy on this heart that won't dry, since that long ride closed her eyes. Now the wind whispers low through the saddle I bear, and the cabins creak with old desires. Every gravel road a memory, every sunset a tear, since that long ride closed her eyes. Underneath the vast endless skies, I roam with her shadow pacing nearby. A whisper of love that never dies, just circles round the truth that ties. So here's to the roads, both taken and not, to the loves we hold tight in our thoughts. May the dust always dance where the old oak lies, since that long ride closed her eyes, since that long ride closed her eyes.
In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, I found your scarf, the color of the spring, beneath the wide blue, where our dreams used to lay. Your barefoot steps in the dust, now fading away, where we carved our names on that old porch wood, left them to the mercy of time and all it withstood. Those barefoot steps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the wind's now bittersweet serenades. With every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. The town got quieter as the years pulled you away.
Gravel roads lead to memories where I no longer stray. The cabin stands empty, where once love filled each room. Now just echoes of what was, and the silence feels like gloom. Your picture on the mantle, with edges worn and frayed, speaks of a time my heart knew well, before it all decayed. Those barefoot steps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the wind's now bittersweet serenades. Every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with this lonesome heart, forever my home. In the rustle of the leaves, in the moan of the track, I've learned love is a journey and there's no turning back. Those barefoot steps fade more with each passing day, yet your essence lingers like the rain on parched clay. And as I face another dawn, through the tears and the pain, I cherish your memory like the desert treasures the rain. As the chords soften like the light in the west, your barefoot steps fade, but in my heart they forever rest.
In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, lies a scarf she left, faded now, weather thin. Underneath that old porch light, where moths still dance and swing, there's a whisper amongst the shattered glass, where we dreamed of spring. Oh, the whispers in the glass, like echoes of her laugh, they travel on the wind through the paths where we once walked. As the sunset paints in brass over fields that felt our past, these shattered glass whispers cut deep as I roam back. Old cabin stands, but the laughter's gone. The door swings lone and slow. Gravel roads where the marks we made, now overgrown, they barely show. That saddle rests untouched, dust settles where the light gets in, each piece a fragment of the days before the world grew thin. Oh, the whispers in the glass, like echoes of her laugh, they travel on the wind through the paths where we once walked. As the sunset paints in brass over fields that felt our past, these shattered glass whispers cut deep as I roam back. By the riverside, the willows weep, the stones remember names. Every trail leads back to her, each step retraces flames. Maybe on some rain-soaked night I'll meet her shadow at the gate, and in her silent company find peace with what I couldn't change. So listen close beneath the stars, where wild winds never rest,
shattered glass whispers of a love once confessed. In the quiet town's embrace, or the wildland's endless quest, her memory's a melody in a worn-out cowboy zest. Yes, these shattered glass whispers bleed in the heart they never left.
In the shadow of an oak, where the wild rivers bend, stood a cabin framed by time, in the land where trails end. There her laughter filled the air, like the breeze crossed the plains. Now the porch just creaks alone, serenaded by the rains. Oh, the words I never said, how they echoed through the night, underneath the silver moon, where our hearts once took flight. A scarf she left behind on the old wooden swing holds the scent of summer rain and the pain that love can bring. Years have passed, the roads have worn since she walked her path away, left me with a saddled soul and skies that turn to gray. The dust settles less these days on the paths where we once trod. Her absence fills the air like the prairie feels the sod. Oh, the words I never said, how they echoed through the night, underneath the silver moon, where our hearts once took flight. A scarf she left behind on the old wooden swing holds the scent of summer rain and the pain that love can bring. Sometimes the heart's a lonesome rider, chasing shadows, seeking light, and every sunset that I witness seems to whisper of her sight. But like the rivers meet the ocean, all my roads run back to her. In dreams she visits, soft and silent, like the wind's hushed whisperer. So here I stand, a man forsaken by the words I couldn't find, a cowboy lost in his own silence, with a ghost left behind. Oh, the words I never said, now they're starlight cold and bright, guide me through the endless prairies till I find my peace tonight. In the gray dawn where the oak trees whisper, found a scarf you left on the old porch swing. Ghosts of laughter in the chilly air linger as the cold morning listened to my heart sing. Every creaking board a story of footfalls, you dancing barefoot, soft smiles in the rainfall. Oh, cold morning, heard my silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds, ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies, right
where the echoes of you and the wild winds hide. Now the town sleeps under veils of silence, gravel roads wear the scars of our eyes. The old cabin stands bare in defiance, but inside the emptiness a part of me died. The heart cold, no fire to confess to, only dust and motes dance where love once knew. Oh, cold morning, heard my silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies. Riding trails of shadows, my sorrow unbidden, where the echoes of you and the wild winds hide. So I whisper to the breeze, tell her my fears, under the vast, unyielding, indifferent skies. She carries my words like forgotten years to where the horizon of your absence lies. Oh, cold morning, heard my silent weeping, each teardrop caught in the beard of time. No more secrets, just the stars keeping watch over a cowboy's lonesome rhyme. Riding trails that fade with the dying light. Cold morning listening took you from my side. In the shadow of Pine Tree Hill, where the creek sings low and wild, I held her close by the fading light, the prairie's wayward child. We carved our names in the old oak's arm, beneath the watchful eyes of stars. That old porch swinging her sweet perfume, in a town trapped in old mason jars. But the rains came through like a freight train's cry, with a fury born in gray. And that pine tree on the hill laid down like my love washed away. In the whisper of the leaves and the weeping of the sky, everything we built, my dear, said its long, lonesome goodbye. Now the cabin stands, but it's empty as the gulch is where we played. And the trails we walked are overgrown like the promises we made. The gravel road that led to us now just leads to somewhere else. And the scarf she left behind is just a tale upon the shelf. The rain still come like memories that flood the dusty ground. That pine tree hill stands bare and rough, where our dreams once were found. In the rustle of the falling leaves, in the moaning of the wind, I feel her slip away again, and the ache that never ends. Underneath the vast and starry sky, I whisper to the night, all the love that's lost is just the cost of living out this life. But I'd pay it all once more to feel her hand in mine, to turn back to that summer day before we lost the time. So let the pine tree lie, let the creek wash it away, with all the tears and whispered fears that marked our yesterday. And in the twilight's gentle sigh, in the solace of the gray, I'll walk these roads alone
the creek bends low beneath the ancient oaks. I found a scarf you wore, now frayed by time and hope. These rustling leaves converse where shadows merge and cope, with whispers of your laugh on that old gravel slope. The rain hides my tears just like it hides the past, each drop a memory in storms that seem to last. This heart like empty cabins, worn and overcast, echoes with the silence of the love that couldn't last. The porch still creaks the same under a sky so vast, where we once watched the stars, a quiet love amassed. Now trails fade in the fields where our dreams were cast. The dust settles alone as day slips into the past. The rain hides my tears just like it hides the past, each drop a memory in storms that seem to last. This heart like empty cabins, worn and overcast, echoes with the silence of the love that couldn't last. Oh, the winding roads, the dust kicked by my boots, a saddle worn with miles, tracing back to roots. Yet in each setting sun, my resolved heart disputes the notion I'll forget the love that once was absolute. So let the rain hide my tears, let it wash the lonely miles, as the night claims the sun and the darkness reconciles. Yet still your echo lingers across the time and trials of, and the rain under the oaks, down the old forgotten aisles. Underneath the old oak tree, where our names were carved so deep, in a heart that's now half worn by the years that creep, we sat and watched the sun drown in a dusty amber sky, your scarf caught in the breeze like a soft and sad goodbye. Oh, but the oak tree hides the pain beneath its bark, and in its mighty shadow I'm a whisper in the dark, where once we danced on falling leaves, now only shadows stride, and every sunset through its leaves is a day I've died. The gravel road to your old house has overgrown with time, the porch where we'd sit still holds a swing, but it's lost its rhyme. That cabin up on Whistler's Mount stands empty walls a cry. Since you left, the silence speaks of the love we left behind. Yes, the oak tree hides sorrow in its rings, each one tells a story of what the cold wind brings. Though seasons turn and years may pass, beneath this endless sky, this oak remembers every tear that I've tried to hide. So here I stand, a lone man with my hat held in my hands. The trails have all grown colder now with my heart's unmade plans. An oak leaf falls, it twirls and twists like the scarf you used to wear. In the whispering wind, I hear your voice, feel you everywhere.
lonesome eve, the oak tree hides my broken heart and the man I used to be. In the silence after the song, the oak shadow stretches long, the cowboy's tale of love and loss, sung where only winds belong. Out on the edge where the wild oaks stand, I found a scarf blue as the deep night sky. On Lonesome Hill where our dreams ran free, beneath the boundless ever watchful eye. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, with the ghost of your whisper dancing in the wind. The sunset paints your absence in shade so deep, where the trail of our love grew cold and thin. The porch still creaks like it's calling out to shadows that sway where you once stood by. Rain taps the roof in a slow, sad rhythm, speaking of tears that an old sky cried. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, feeling the brush of your laughter, light as the breeze. Every star up above is a memory faded, caught in the branches of old oak trees. I've ridden past the echoes of our laughter, down gravel roads that know my silent plea. In the heart of the dust, where my tears fall, is the piece of my soul that you took from me. Yes, Lonesome Hill sleeps, and perhaps so should I, in the cradle of the valley where my heart lies low, letting go of the reins under the vast old sky, where the winds of yesterday softly blow. So ride on my sorrow, ride on through the night. Lonesome Hill sleeps, and I must learn to say goodbye.
Out where the wagon wheel drifts on crescent moon dust, under the oak by the river, you swore our love was just. I can still feel the weave of your scarf red as setting sun, on an old porch swinging silence, our two hearts beat as one. Oh, how the winds whisper your name through the pines, carrying tales of a love lost like old forgotten mines. Each turn of the wheel, a memory fades away into the dust of the trails where we once lay.
the oaks grown tall, shadows stretch like years, gravel roads where the rains of 1,000 lonesome tears. That cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest, the saddle unworn by you, the one who knew me best. Oh, how the winds whisper your name through the pines, carrying tales of a love lost like gold, forgotten mines. Each turn of the wheel, a memory fades away into the dust of the trails where we once lay. As the sunset fires burn out into twilight's deep side, I reckon hearts like ours were meant to say goodbye. But in every drifting cloud, a star that evening unveils, there's a glint of your smile in the wagon wheel trail. Whisper your name through the pines, echo in the heartbreak where once you were mine. The wheel turns, the dust settles under night's veil, leaving me wandering forever on your trail, forever on your trail, darling, where love never fades.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, by that old wrought gate, weathered and strong, there's a scarf you left, faded and torn, whispers of fabric, like a heart worn. We met when the sunset painted skies bold, on gravel paths where our dreams we told. But the gate stays, oh the gate stays, while my heart roams through forgotten days. Sunsets bleed into starless nights, and I'm a shadow in the fading lights, where you left your laugh on that cold porch swing. The gate stays, but lost is the spring. The cabin stands empty, the fire's gone dim, trails overgrown where we once walked on wind. Wind carries dust, erasing steps we made, each gust a memory, slowly to fade. Your scent in the rain on the old leather saddle, echoes of kisses, our tender battle. Yes, the gate stays, oh the gate stays, while I wander through these endless graves. Sunsets mourn with the cry of doves, and I'm just a cowboy who lost his loves, where your warmth lingered on that worn-out swing. The gate stays in the silence of spring. Now under the vast and timeless skies, I reckon each star has your soft-spoken lies. But the heart finds its peace, as the old oak knows, rooted deep while the wild river flows. Still the gate stays, yes the gate stays, a sentinel to her once golden days. I'll keep riding where the trails wind away, but in my dreams by that gate I'll stay. A cowboy's tale spun with dust and ring. The gate stays, and with it my heart's unbreaking.
In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved deep, the wind whispers secrets that old wood can't keep. Underneath the half-lit moon, near the creek where we met, lies a worn-out saddle, ain't no rider been said. Oh, the fading light shut the door on what used to be. Gravel roads and porch lights fading out to sea. Your scarf still hangs on the hook beside my worn-out hat. In the silence after sunset, only memories come back. Now the townsfolk seldom speak the love that we had, like a rain-washed inscription, something good turned to sad. Cabins empty where laughter danced through open doors. Now it's just a hollow echo on those dusty wooden floors. Yes, the fading light shut the door on what used to be. Gravel roads and porch lights fading out to sea. Your scarf still hangs on the hook beside my worn-out hat. In the silence after sunset, only memories come back. By the riverside, I let the currents take your song. It's in the wild lands we wandered that my heart still roams along. As the stars up above start to mimic our old fire, I realize some doors that close fuel a never-ending pyre. And the fading light shut the door, but oh, in dreams you're never far. Echoes of hoofbeats and heartbeats beneath the same old stars. Still your scarf and that old hook, where past and present meet. In the quiet night, the ghost of you is the shadow next to me. As the night winds call, I know I can't reclaim or restore. For the fading light shut the door. Yes, the fading light shut the door.
In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, I found your scarf, the color of the spring. Beneath the wide blue, where our dreams used to lay, your barefoot steps in the dust now fading away. Where we carved our names on that old porch wood, left them to the mercy of time and all it withstood. Those barefoot steps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the winds
winds, now bittersweet serenades. With every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. The town got quieter as the years pulled you away. Gravel roads lead to memories where I no longer stray. The cabin stands empty where once love filled each room. Now just echoes of what was, and the silence feels like gloom. Your picture on the mantle, with edges worn and frayed, speaks of a time my heart knew well before it all decayed. Those barefoot steps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the winds, now bittersweet serenades. With every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with this lonesome heart, forever my home. In the rustle of the leaves, in the moan of the track, I've learned love is a journey and there's no turning back. Those barefoot steps fade more with each passing day, yet your essence lingers like the rain on parched clay. And as I face another dawn through the tears and the pain, I cherish your memory like the desert treasures the rain. As the chords soften like the light in the west, your barefoot steps fade, but in my heart they forever rest. Under the morning sky, my boots stirred the dust of old, where the oak tree shadows fell on and secrets softly told. I once carved hearts in that bark where the wild rivers bend, her laughter tangled in the breeze, a melody without end. Oh, the morning sky called my name in whispers of the past wrapped in sorrow's frame. Every sunset bleeds like the scarf she'd wear, gone like smoke in the wild open air. The cabin's empty, swallowed by the creeping vines of time. Gravel roads lead to nowhere, to the echoes of the chime. That old porch still groans under the weight of ghostly feet, dancing shadows, faded trails where our hearts would meet. Oh, the morning sky called my name in whispers of the past wrapped in sorrow's frame. Every sunset bleeds like the scarf she'd wear, gone like smoke in the wild touch the earth, feel her pulse beneath the expansive sky. A part of me lies buried in lands where we once roamed, forever wandering the plains I called home. Oh, the morning sky calls again as I tread this lonesome game, each step away from yesteryears where she called my name in the quiet of the night, under stars cold and bare. Her memory rides beside me, a silent prayer.
Underneath the willow, by the creek where whispers run, I carved our names inside the bark back when love had just begun. That old oak stood by silently, watching seasons come and go, where we swore our dreams to starlit skies and the glow of campfires glow. Oh, my heart's still on that gravel road where your laughter filled the air. The winds of time that blow so cold, now you're no longer there. My saddle died young, lost in the dust of dreams we had begun. Every sunset bleeds into my soul where your shadow comes undone. The porch still creaks a lonesome tune, scarf hangs on the hook, dances with the ghost of you in each cranny and each nook. The cabin holds our whispered love, but now it's only I who speak. Echoes of your footsteps on every board that creaks. Oh, my heart's still on that gravel road where your laughter filled the air. The winds of time that blow so cold, now you're no longer there. My saddle died young, lost in the dust of dreams we had begun. Every sunset bleeds into my soul where your shadow comes undone. So I'll ride these empty trails alone beneath the endless sky, each mile of memory fading fast, each star a tear I've cried. The thorns of time may prick my skin, but your memory's thorn runs deeper. Pain's the only proof I have, the reaper's not the keeper. Oh, my heart's still on that gravel road where your laughter filled the air. The winds of time that blow so cold, now you're no longer there. My saddle died young, lost in the dust of dreams we had begun. Every sunset bleeds into my soul where your shadow comes undone. And as the horizon swallows the sun, I whisper to the night, love's a journey never done, even when it's out of sight. But oh, the ride was worth it all, despite the heartache that it brings. For a cowboy's tale ain't complete without the pain that true love sings.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where wild days are left to be, I carved our names inside a heart on the bark now torn apart. The quiet town where rivers went, you danced in streets left pain behind. But Windswept dreams on gravel roads took me where the sunset glowed. Oh, my hollow heart forgot the warmth of June, your sweet soft talk. Under stars that now seem dim, I roam alone with our lost hymn, where the porch light fades at dawn, and your laughter's long since gone. My hollow heart can't forget the echoes of the day we met. And now the cabin stands alone, empty rooms where light had shone, old porch creaks with tales untold, the scarves you wore against the cold, riding trails now overgrown, the dust settles on the unknown, each hoofbeat a dull soft throb, in the quietness my heart sobs. Oh, my hollow heart forgot the warmth of June, your sweet soft talk. Under stars that now seem dim, I roam alone with our lost hymn, where the porch light fades at dawn, and your laughter's long since gone. My hollow heart can't forget the echoes of the day we met. Rain washes old paths I ride, like my tears I cannot hide. In the mirror of the stream, I see us a faded dream, but the saddle knows my frame, and the wind whispers your name, and the whispers love soft calls. I find what my hollow heart lost. Oh, my hollow heart forgot, but in silence it loves you a lot. Under skies forever dim, I whisper prayers for you, for him, where the night holds tight my fears, and I age with passing years. Still my hollow heart can't forget, like a sun that never sets.
Down by the willow, where the creek used to sigh, I carved our names under that 4th of July sky. The oak trees whisper secrets in the breath of the wind, promises made just to break and not to mend. The creek fell apart just like the dreams we knew. The water stopped running where the wildflowers grew. In the dust of the trail where our footsteps disappeared, I listen for you, but it's my own echo I hear. The old porch swing hangs, lonesome and untold, rusted chains and memories too painful to hold. Your scarf still dances on the breeze of the dawn, in a town too quiet since the day you were gone. Yes, the creek fell apart just like the dreams we knew. The water stopped running where the wildflowers grew. In the dust of the trail where our footsteps disappeared, I listen for you,
It's my own echo I hear. Somewhere past the sunset, on roads that twist and bend, I ride with your shadow as my only faithful friend. Every empty cabin, every silent starlit park holds a ghost of the whispers from your vanishing heart. So the creek fell apart under skies wide and stark, and I wander these valleys with you in the dark. If letting go is the way the old stories all end, I'm lost in the chapters that I cannot amend. As the sun whispers goodbye in hues of deep maroon, I know part of my soul will always be entwined with the moon. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were cut deep, the wind watched me leave your scarf in the breeze. Across the empty plain, under the big sky sweep, where we dreamed of forever, in the whisper of leaves. Oh, the wind, it knows my secrets, carries my regrets like dust across the trail. And the sun sets on the old porch steps, where I can still hear your voice as clear as the rain. Ride past the cabin, now silent and bare. Windows like the eyes of someone who's seen too much to spare. The gravel road untraveled, grown over with time's care. Our love's a fading trail, lost in the wild somewhere. Oh, the wind, it knows my secrets, carries my regrets like dust across the trail. And the sun sets on the old porch steps, where I can still hear your voice as clear as the rain. Heavens, I confess my heart's wrong to every star that witnessed us. Now I wander alone with the dust of my dreams clinging tight to my bones, in the lands where the echo of our laughter was once home. So the wind, it watched me leave, with my heart strung up on that old oak tree. May it whisper to you, as it once did to me, of a love not forgotten, just as wild and free. The sun dips low, the shadows agree, time to ride on, but you're always with me. Yes, the wind watched me leave, but your memory never leaves. In the shadow of an oak where the old river bends, I found your scarf, the color of the sunset's in. The wind whispers through the grass, a soft and lonely hymn, speaking of the days when your love lived within. Where the gravel roads kiss the sky's wide embrace, I can still trace your laughter, your timeless grace. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the sun dips low, like my heart beneath the weight of all we lost to time's unyielding game. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on the breeze as day slips into night. There's an empty cabin where the porch light used to glow. Now it's just the moon watching the creaky swing slow. The trails we rode are overgrown, the world has moved on, but in my dreams we're riding still from dusk till dawn. Saddles gathered dust in the silence of the room, each one a chapter of love in the book of this gloom. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the stars now weep where the rain softly cried for the words left unsaid and the days that have died. Here I stand, lost in echoes of what used to be, as the night claims the land but never sets me free. Under the vast endless skies I've come to understand, every trail has its sin, every hourglass its sand. Yet in the heart of the quiet, in the breath of the wind, your memory dances forever deep within. Oh, how the dust waits, and maybe it always will, on the edge of my dreams, on this silent haunted hill. So I'll ride on till my own time meets the dawn, knowing dust will wait even when I'm gone. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on the breeze as day slips into night. So let the dust lie where our memories fell, in the heart of the land where the lone cowboys dwell.
Underneath the oak where we first said hello, I pitched a tent as the sun dipped low. Scarves she wove, hanging on a broken fence, each thread a whisper, each color intense. The campfire's glow lit up her smile in that quiet town. We stayed a while, but the campfire watched me leave. Amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave. Years rolled on like tumbleweeds down old gravel roads. The cabin's empty where laughter once flowed. Her saddle's worn,
rest silent by the door. No more rides by the creekside where we swore. Rain taps on the window like the beat of her heart in a dance of shadows, we're worlds apart. But the campfire watched me leave, amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave. The trails have faded where we used to roam, in the wild lands that we called our home. A single oak leaf carried by the wind, whispers of the past where love had been. So the campfire watched me leave, with heavy heart and soul that grieves. Under starlit skies my lone plea is for the fire to forget, like she forgot me. And every flame's a memory. Campfire watch me leave. Yes, that campfire watch me leave.